Kristal Hart, and we are at the theater at Madison Square Garden, where Oshaki Foster will defend his junior lightweight title against Abraham Nova. This is his second world title defense. This takes place Friday, February 16th, and it'll be broadcast live on ESPN.
Goes down this Friday, February 16th, beginning at 5:20 Eastern Time on ESPN Plus, and then we move over to the network ESPN at approximately 9:30 p.m. It's not approximate, it's actual 9:30 p.m. Joining me now on stage are three fights that are going to just blow the roof off this place, essentially. The NABF, WBO Intercontinental, IBF Intercontinental featherweight titles on the line. Bruce "Shoo Carrington taking on Bernard La Maquina Torres. And then the WBO Intercontinental Junior lightweight title. Andres Savage Cortes, Bryan Chevalier joining me as well. And then in our main event, the WBC Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Oshaki Icewater Foster, Abraham El Super Nova. Gentlemen, thank you all for spending time with us. We are here, the Mecca of boxing. Let's just jump right in. I'm going to start with you, Mr. Torres down there. Welcome. I got to ask right out of the gate, you're from the Philippines, but you are living in Norway. Yes. Not something you hear every day. How did that happen?
It happened when my father died, when I was 13, and my mother had to work to Norway. So I came after when I was 14.
How is life in Norway?
It's good.
We'll leave it at that. That's simple. Listen, this is only your second fight in the United States, so welcome back. Yeah. What do you think of this mecca of boxing here, being able to walk into Madison Square Garden and put on a show Friday night?
Growing up boxing, it's a dream to box here. So I'm very happy to box in Madison Square.
You are facing Bruce "Shoo Carrington, no small feat. Are you prepared to possibly shock the world?
I am really happy for this opportunity. I'm thankful to Top Rank and Team Carrington for giving me this opportunity. And yes, of course, I'm really prepared.
You said publicly that this will be your toughest opponent to date.
Absolutely.
How has camp been, and how have you prepared to face Bruce "Shoo Carrington?
I have a really great camp, so I'm really happy. Ready.
Ready to go.
Ready to go.
Well, listen, all the way from Norway, we're really honored to have you with us this weekend. Thank you very much for spending a few minutes with us. Enjoy New York City.
I will enjoy it on Friday.
Awesome.
Thank
Good
you.
to hear. We're going to turn to your opponent, Bruce "Shoo Carrington. Before we do that, I'm sitting here with Carl Moretti from Top Rank, and I know he has a few words before we get into some questions.
Thank you, Mark. Welcome, everybody, to the press conference. With regards to the first fight, we know you're from Norway, so naturally we had 30-degree weather to make you feel comfortable this whole week. For "Shoo Carrington, if you don't know him, you're going to really get to know him this year. One of the things I'm going to present to him is the Ring Magazine Prospect of the Year, which is so richly deserved. If you want to go see where he lives, you just get on the Choo-Choo 3 train to Brownsville. I would go with one of his friends if I was you, just play it safe. But on behalf of Ring Magazine, let me present the Prospect of the Year to Bruce "Shoo Carrington.
Congrats. I do want to point out as well, he was not the only one to get something special this afternoon. All of the fighters on stage received a wonderful present from the Knicks and Madison Square Garden, custom jerseys. Guys, you want to hold those up for everybody to see. And there are 8 chairs on stage here, and unfortunately only 6 jerseys. I'm not sure what happened.
Just saying, Larry.
You know, Larry is in the room, hopefully. You know, but thank you, Madison Square Garden, Larry Torres, for the incredible jerseys. Bruce, let's jump in a little bit. This, you know, Carl mentioned it. Brownsville, Brooklyn, train right outside here. Did these moments ever not carry the impact that they have? You know, did they ever get lost on you or fighting in your backyard at the Garden?
Man, nah. I mean, I wouldn't say it get lost on me. Like, I love these opportunities to be able to fight, you know, at home. It's just always like a big thing. But first and foremost, before I even, continue to answer your question, I want to thank, the Ring Magazine for, giving me the award for Prospect of the Year. Also, ESPN for giving me the award of Prospect of the Year. I mean, I honestly don't know any other fighter. You guys can look in the history books that's done both of those, and at the same time, Ring Magazine and ESPN Prospect of the Year. I might be the first one. Hey, I don't know, but I'm really happy about that, yeah, man, it's no place like home, though.
Brownsville, Brooklyn. I recently watched the documentary that was just released on you called Brownsville Born. For everybody, if you haven't seen it, brownsvilleborn.com. It's a 30-minute segment on all things you and your family. Why now on the documentary when your career has the potential to explode? Why tell a story now?
I mean, well, I felt like that documentary is actually timeless. Like, if you watch the documentary, it's around the time when I was still in the amateur fighting in the Golden Gloves. But, I've been promoting this documentary for a while now, and I just feel like the higher I go, I want to continue to carry that documentary with me and kind of like share my story with everybody that has gone through similar things that I've gone through in my life. I want to be an inspiration. I want to be a motivation to people that go through the same thing I go through. Because sometimes when they go through those things that I've went through, they feel like they don't know where to go or what's next in life, that next step. So I want to be that blueprint and show like everybody you can be able to, make something out of yourself. You can be able to push through to your adversities no matter what.
Friday night, New York City, Madison Square Garden. What challenges does Bernard present, and what can we expect from you?
I mean, well, he's a southpaw. Southpaws are always, interesting to fight against. But, honestly, he's a good fighter. He's 18-1. Has a great record. He shows a lot of will and skill, and that's nothing more you can ask for in an opponent. You know what I mean? And he's a really good fighter. But with my experience, with my confidence, and with my work ethic, I know I got plan A through Z, and even more than that. To take care of Bernard Torres come Friday night.
Just last week, there were some incredible performances, some statements made. Do we get the same thing from you?
100%. 100%. All 2024, you're going to get statements from me. I feel like me becoming Prospect of the Year, like a lot of eyes are on me, but I'm going to definitely show who Bruce Shoo Carrington is. It's the Shoo Show.
I love it. Last one before we move on, and I ask this a lot of people fighting in their backyards. You put the cell phone away or you hand it off to a colleague or a friend or a parent to make sure all those ticket requests get handled and you don't have to worry about it now that fight week is here?
Yeah, y'all don't hit me up for no tickets stuff, please.
Carl said you call him.
Yeah, call Carl. let Carl handle all that, or somebody from my team handle
2 words, purse deduct.
Thank you, guys. Thanks, Bruce. In our co-feature, the WBO Intercontinental Junior Lightweight title is on the line. Andres Savage Cortes and Bryan Chevalier. Thank you both for being here. Gabe, you're going to help do some translating for me on this side. Savage, born and raised in Vegas. How special is it to be here at MSG?
I just want to say, first off, thank you to Top Rank. Thank you, WBO, for making this fight possible. I'm really excited to be here. My first time here. Let's get the show started.
20-0, 11 knockouts. You're on a mission. What can we expect from you Friday night here at the Garden?
Another statement, and just another step closer to that world title.
Both of you sit here in the same weight class as our main event. Without looking past Friday night, the gentleman sitting to your left is holding a world title belt there. Is that something that you see in the future?
Most definitely. I'm here to take care of Bryan first, and maybe one day we can make that fight possible.
Well, listen, Vegas last week was fireworks. Everybody in this room talking about it, and we expect nothing less from you Friday. Thanks for making the trek out, and best of luck Friday. We'll see you tomorrow on the scales.
Thank you, everyone.
Your opponent over here, Bryan Chevalier, 20 wins, 1 defeat, 1 draw, 16 knockouts. Gabe, help me out here. Welcome to Madison Square Garden. Does this week present any challenges being in the Big Apple, or is it simply business as usual?
Bryan, 20 victorias, una derrota, un empate, 16 victorias por la vía del knockout. ¿Presenta un reto estar aquí en Nueva York o será algo normal para ti?
El ring es el mismo en todo el mundo, cuadrado, va a estar él y yo. Y el referee, estoy contento, agradecido con la compañía Top Rank y mi compañía Miguel Cotto Promotion por esta oportunidad de defender mi título. Al equipo de Andrés Cortes, gracias por cogerle esta pelea y darle un buen espectáculo a la fanática del boxeo.
The ring is the same throughout the world. It's square, and it's going to be he and me and the referee. And so I'm happy and grateful to Top Rank and Miguel Cotto Promotions, and I'm ready to defend my title. I also want to thank Team Andres Cortes for getting this fight, and we're going to show fans of boxing a great show.
Speaking of the show, do we see an aggressive Chevalier come out Friday night to take the action?
Hablando del espectáculo, vamos a ver un Bryan Chevalier más agresivo en este combate.
Los estilos hacen las peleas. Yo me preparé para dar lo mejor de mí. Yo me voy a acoplar a lo que él traiga, él se tiene que acoplar a lo que yo traiga. Y sin duda alguna va a ser una guerra entre México y Puerto Rico.
Styles make fights. I'm prepared to give the best of me. And my styles are going to mesh with his, as his style will mesh with mine. And without a doubt, we're going to give a great war between Mexico and Puerto Rico.
I'm going to ask him the same question that I asked Andres. He's sitting beside 2 fighters that are competing for a world title without looking past Friday. Is that something that he would like to set up?
Voy a hacerte la misma pregunta que hice a Andrés. Aquí están 2 peleadores en la misma división que pelearán por el título mundial. ¿Tienes eso en la mirada? ¿Tienes eso en mente, pelear por un título mundial sin obviamente pasar por alto el combate que tienes este viernes?
Tenemos que salir de Andrés Cortés primero, pero sí, esa es la meta, llegar al título mundial, sea con el campeón Navarrete, que es el de la WBO, o sea con Foster, Nova, si gana. Yo estoy dispuesto a pelear con cualquiera, nunca le rehúso ningún combate. Esperemos que en Dios salir con la victoria y que sea lo que la compañía esté dispuesta a hacer.
We have to get past Andrés Cortés first, but the goal is to fight for a world title, whether it's against Emmanuel Navarrete, who's the WBO champion, or against Foster, or against Nova if he wins. We're ready to fight against anyone. I've never turned away from a fight. So God willing, we walk away with a victory, and then we'll see what the promoter decides.
Bryan, thank you. Thank you. Before we get to our main event, Carl, you want to chime in on that? Just having these 4 incredible fighters sitting here on stage, same weight class, world title here?
Yeah, well, obviously, there's a purpose to having 2 in the same weight class. Cruiserweights wouldn't really make sense in either fight. But, yeah, you could see the 130-pound division, what we're doing now, what we have planned for the rest of the summer is really heating up. Some people like to call it tournaments. We just want to make fights in the same division. And obviously the winners of these fights are going to be put in a better place to get those title fights.
Yeah, it's definitely an exciting time. Well, listen, let's get to our main event. The WBC Junior Lightweight Championship of the World. Our champion is with us, Oshaki Icewater Foster, the challenger, Abraham El Supernova. Champ, I want to start with you. First of all, congratulations. Your first fight with Top Rank, so congratulations on that. And ESPN Madison Square Garden. How do you feel?
Man, I feel good. First off, I want to thank God for putting me in this position. I want to thank Top Rank, ESPN, my team, everybody that had something to do with putting this together. Man, I just feel blessed, man. Walking up to the arena, everything, man, it just feels different, like I belong. So I'm ready to go out there and put on the show.
Listen, you have been public and outspoken. You're from Orange, Texas, and the road to this seat was not easy for you. And you talk about it, and we're all aware of it, and I think that makes you who you are today. Speak on that for a minute, knowing that journey to this chair and the road that you traveled to get here. How special is that for you and your family?
Man, it's everything for me. The ups and downs, the in and out, doing, just growing, growing as a person, being growing into a man. I'm mature now, mentally, physically, and everything just came together the right way. I'm ready, to put on a show, man. Words can't even explain how I feel right now.
I want to bring in your opponent, challenger, El Supernova. Not the first time we've sat down. Congratulations on being here as well and this title shot. What does it mean to you? World title shot, Friday night.
Well, first I want to thank my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ for everything He have done and put me in this position that I am today. Fighting for a world title, it's like like fighting for your dreams, and having this opportunity, I can't let it slip past. I've been wanting a world title for God knows how long, and now I got this opportunity. I'm super excited. I'm super motivated, and I just put my trust in God. I know that I'll come up victorious on Friday night.
In a day when a ton of people are helping fighters, you have promotional companies, you have managers to help you along the journey, you stay manager free. You manage your career. Why?
I like to take control in things. I'm gonna do that. It's the main reason I picked boxing, because it's the individual sport and I have control of what I do. So the same thing with being myself manager. I have control and I could set things aside and put things how I want and put in my gameplay. So definitely I'm in control, and I do have a good team behind me. But the number one person who has control is my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
I love it. Speaking of managers and people that help, and Keith Mills, Bobby Benton, what do they mean to you?
That's family, man. That's everything. You need that support system. You need those people. And they got to be genuine. They helped guide me ever since I came back to boxing, and it's been rolling ever since.
Your last fight was your first. You wanted to look. You got excited, right? Your last fight was your first title defense. And I got a quote here from Steve Farhood, who's an International Boxing Hall of Fame inductee, and he said, quote, "There have been thousands of world title fights, but O'Shaquie Foster became only the 14th fighter in a title fight to trail on points going into the last round and scored a stoppage to win." So before I go to you, let's just go to Carl, because he's
slow
excited.
down. All right. So he was in Mexico fighting a Mexican. All right. And
That's a good start, Carl. Thank you for clearing
not
it
saying,
up.
I'm just saying. They tried to take it from him, and he put business in his hands, and he took care of business. And not a lot of people saw it because it was on DAZN. But if you go back and watch it on YouTube, no disrespect. I'm just stating facts. Not a lot of people saw it.
Welcome to Yuck Yucks here in New York City's Comedy Cellar.
You go from doing what he had to do in Mexico, and listen, I've been doing this for 37 years. I know what it's like there. And to go down there and literally take the title that's his back to the United States shows you what this kid's made of. And usually after a fight like that, I need an easy defense. And when we were talking to his manager, they picked Nova, after we offered him 3 guys, and we're looking at each other like, okay. We'll get you Nova, because Nova's got reach, he's got height, he can box, he can punch, he can do it all. So that alone, before the bell rings, shows you what O'Shaquie's made of. And you can take the rest about how the water was in Mexico and everything else.
But talk about that for a minute. You're in the corner, the end of the 11th, the bell rings, and you know what you got to do. What was that moment like?
Man, It was crazy. We shocked the world, man, and I'm here to do it again. My name is Shock. Everybody called me Shock, and we're gonna keep doing that. I know I had him in the 12. He barely made it out the 11, and I'm always in shape. I go plenty rounds, so it don't matter 1 through 12. I can get you. So,
well done. Carl mentioned it, coming back to you, Nova. This fight has the making to be an all-out war based on your style, his style. What do you need to do Friday night to walk away a world champion?
The main thing I gotta do is put my trust in God. Everything I've done in the gym is it's been done. You know what I bring, you know what I come with. No fear, no doubt. So the pressure's gonna be on. The IQ's gonna be on. The mental, the strength, everything's gonna be on. It's just time to adjust and come out with the victory.
We got the mascot Friday night coming back out.
Absolutely, it doesn't miss.
I love it. I love it. Champ, one last question for you. He's a seasoned fighter. You know, Carl even mentioned here when they threw 3 fighters in front of you and you asked for Nova. He's been here before. He's hungry. What do you got to do to stop him?
Man, we've been calling for Nova for years now. He know it. But his excuse was at the beginning, oh, my name wasn't big enough or whatever. But, it's funny how the tables turn. But, we ready. I'm ready to go out there and put on a show. I've been familiar with his style, and we did everything in the gym. We prepared. So come Friday night, I will be going out there and dominating and putting on the show.
Did you pass on fighting him in the past?
Everybody's entitled to their opinion. If he thinks I passed, then that's his opinion. I don't. Like I said, I can't say really like I passed or didn't pass, but he's a great fighter, and the opportunity is here now, and let's get to Rumble.
The strap on his shoulder, I'm sure, changed things. It's a world title shot. You're not going to say no to that.
Absolutely. He got the strap on his shoulder. That's my. That's every fighter's goal is to fight for that and to win it. So definitely, he's with Top Rank. I'm with Top Rank. It only makes sense.
Champ.
Bro, don't act like you don't remember, bro. You did videos saying that I didn't have a big enough name, but we'll leave it at that. If you don't remember, it's okay.
Yeah, if I don't remember, I don't remember. But hey, if it's there, please put it out there.
I remember it's on YouTube, bro. I remember everything though. I've been paying attention to you guys since I came back. I've been calling because they was pushing you heavy in the beginning. I've been calling for you. You had your excuse, or my name wasn't big enough. You can act like you don't remember, but that always stuck with me. That's why you was the name that I called for the first fight under Top Rank.
All right, well, we're here now. So you got your call, and now it's happening.
You got the call.
Yeah, but you got your wishes, Thank you. I appreciate you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for the opportunity. Thank you for for allowing me to fight for a world title, giving me the shot. Trust me, this is every fighter's dream. So for you, to remember that and give me this opportunity, I can say thanks.
Respect.
All right, we'll leave it at that. It's Madison Square Garden. I expect nothing less. Carl, thank you so much. Again, congratulations to Shushu. Larry, thank you for the jersey. I'm assuming it's somewhere back there. We're going to be right back here tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern to get him on the scale. Again, it's Friday night here at the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden. You do not want to miss it. Gentlemen, thank you for your time this afternoon. As always, this is boxing. This is Top Rank. We'll see you tomorrow.